Hey, what's up? This is your Grounder Report. Day 5. Love over hate. Before my world starts spinning, I like to root myself in faith, discipline, and truth. So let's ground down together. First up, some stoicism. Little Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." That one hits. When somebody wrongs you, it's easy to want to fire back. But when you stoop to their level, they win twice. Real power is staying in control of your own nature. You can't kill the killer without becoming the killer. You want to fight darkness, you have to hold the light. Just because someone did me dirty doesn't mean I'm going to do it to someone else. When does the cycle of hate end? I guess it ends with me, if I make it. I can't control others or what they do, but I can control myself. Talk is cheap. Actions speak louder than words. So less talk, more action, eh? Eh? Think I'm from Canada. Bible wisdom today comes from Matthew chapter 5, verse 44. But I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Hard one, right? But it's not just for their sake. It's to keep your own heart clean. Bitterness and resentment are chains. Love is the key. I try not to do things out of spite or hatred. Again, just because I feel someone did me wrong doesn't mean I should pass that on. Hate just creates more hate. So stop the hate. Spread the love. Man, look at that sun. It's going to go right behind a cloud, unfortunately. Sure is gorgeous. Besides, I don't know their intentions. I'll leave the judging to God and worry about myself, not how others act. Never let how someone else behaves change who you are. That's part of staying true to myself and yourself. Staying true to yourself. A little Buddhist wisdom this morning. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. That's crazy, huh? Let that sink in. Anger doesn't punish them, it punishes you. Let it go. Not for them, but for yourself. Quick hit from Gandhi. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. I'm sure you'll probably hear me say that a lot. Because again, it always comes back to the only thing we can control is ourselves. That means embody it. Don't just talk it. Live it. And this goes right back to actions speak louder than words. Anyone can say anything. Doesn't make it true, and it doesn't make it you. But don't use that as an excuse to ignore truth either. Stay open. Stay grounded. Just gets into the reflection question for today. What's one negative emotion or habit you've been feeding lately? What would it feel like to lay it down, even just for today? I always say garbage belongs in the trash, so put it in the trash. Quit carrying it around. And please don't litter. Nobody likes litter. I mean, we like to stack all our litter in one spot, so so let's keep it that way. So at least we're not having to look at it everywhere. Just for today, sobriety focus for my sober warriors out there. Just for today, I'll keep my side of the street clean. I'll tell the truth even when it's hard. Progress, not perfection. And telling the truth, it's, not only can it be hard for others, sometimes it's hard to tell the truth to ourselves. So just something to keep in mind, for me to keep in mind as well, Just sharing my experiences here, my thoughts. I can't control what's on someone else's side of the street, but maybe if I keep my side clean, they'll see something in it and clean up theirs too. It's not my job to force. I'll just lead by example and stay true to myself. And there's a lot of power in that, in my opinion. Like, I can't force others, but I can lead by example. And that's the best I can do. And maybe I think that's the most effective way. Because especially as like alcoholics and addicts, if someone tries to tell me to do something, oh no. No, Richard does what Richard wants, I'm my own boss. So the daily challenge, send a short note of encouragement or gratitude to someone. Doesn't have to be deep, just thinking of you can light up someone's day. And to you, the ones listening, I want you all to know I appreciate you. You're all amazing. A lot of times we're our own worst enemies. We're our harshest critics. Because we see it all. We know. We can ignore it. I've done that before too, but if I'm being true to myself, I know what's going on in my head. But, not one of us is perfect, I'm sorry. And how amazing is that? So don't forget, you are enough, you do matter, and you are amazing. So let's learn something new, a little truth or a knowledge nugget. Did you know trees actually talk to each other through underground fungi? It's called the Wood Wide Web, the original WWW. The Wood Wide Web, not the World Wide Web. That's funny. They send nutrients, warn each other of threats, a whole underground communication system. Nature's wild. And I have a lot of respect for nature myself. But it reminds me, I went to, they call it Shaky Tree in Utah. And it's actually the largest aspen grove on the planet, if I remember correctly. It's pretty amazing. It's just something you have to see. It's different. And then I think on the West Coast over there by the redwoods, they're actually a huge, giant, interconnected organism. Crazy stuff. Feng Shui tip. Clean out a junk drawer today. Just one. It might seem small, but clearing that space gets your chi flowing. External order creates internal peace. Preparedness reminder. Keep a basic essentials kit in your vehicle. Water, flashlight, first aid kit, multi-tool, protein bars, and a battery bank. It's not fear, it's foresight. You never know. I do it. I drive a lot too, though, so like if I'm going through somewhere and you just never know what's going to happen. I'd rather have some food, have a little water, be prepared, not scared. Word of the day, sagacious, sagacious, S-A-G-A-C-I-O-U-S, sagacious, wise and full of good judgment. Try it on today. Be sagacious with your time, your thoughts, and your energy. Then our gardening tip. Crushed eggshells around your tomato plant helps prevent blossom end rot. They add calcium back into the soil. Free, easy, effective. I'm getting tight on time here. We got our trivia. Yesterday's question was, what's the only food that doesn't spoil? The answer was honey. There are other things that have quite an extensive shelf life, but honey is the answer. We had Danica, Jan, and Mark. Thank you for answering that in the comments. Much appreciated. But they found pots of honey in an Egyptian tomb that were over 3,000 years old that were still good. Which leads us to today's trivia. What vegetable was originally purple before coming orange? Think on that. We'll reveal it tomorrow. Joke of the day, last but not least. What did one tomato say to the other in a race? Ketchup. All right, that's it for today's grounding report. Wherever you're headed, step into it rooted, focused, and free. Peace, love, and discipline. And remember, love over hate. And sometimes I got to keep reminding myself all throughout the day because it'll slip. So I'm not perfect. We're not perfect. And thanks for tuning in. Have an amazing day, and you're an amazing person. And we'll see you tomorrow. We'll have a little different rendition tomorrow. I'm going to tell a little bit of my story and make myself a little vulnerable. So that's what we're going to do. All right, thank you. Sorry we went a little over this morning. We're going to work on that. We'll try and keep it under 10 minutes. Again, have an amazing day, and you are amazing. Don't let anyone tell you different. And don't tell yourself different. Don't get in your own head. Much love. Peace out.